When was your mother first diagnosed with breast cancer?
I was in 4th grade.
I think my mom was diagnosed in June or July, but I didn't find out until later.
I was in 3rd grade. I was 9. How do you remember reacting to when you found out your mother had breast cancer?
I was sick that day. And like being little and I was confused. Like she came home and she was crying and she wouldn't tell me what was wrong. And I think because I was so little and so innocent that I didn't know what cancer was. I remember reacting, I was confused and I don't know what this is, I don't know what to do with it, I don't know how to react.
My mom told my family and I on Labor Day, and she started off making a joke out of it. She was saying, hey, I'm getting a boob job and a tummy tuck in October. I remember my sister saying, I'm gonna punch you in the face, like jokingly, because she didn't want my mom to get plastic surgery. But then she said, no, you don't understand, this is because I had breast cancer, and I remember we all broke down crying.
I was actually confused. I didn't know what breast cancer was because my mom, she came into my room and she sat down with my dad and he was in tears. And so my mom, she told me, she goes, we're gonna have to go to New York for a while, we're gonna live there for a little bit, and she was saying how she said to me because she had breast cancer and I didn't know what breast cancer was, so I was just mostly confused. How do you think it affected your family life? Did it change much?
It definitely did. My dad started to make meals more because my mom couldn't do it. And it definitely changes because my sister, we were all really close to each other, and then my mom, we all started to drift apart, and my sisters definitely went kind of stray from the group. So it definitely has still changed our family dynamic.
I remember at home, I was always really worried. I cared a lot about my mom, of course, up until that point, but afterwards I never took anything she did after that for granted. I remember I saved all her voicemails because I was scared that something could happen to her and I wouldn't be able to hear her voice again, and it was just really scary.
I definitely drew away from my family, sort of a silence. It wasn't a quiet, it was more a silence.
I think I took never to take her or anyone for granted because things can change so quickly.
What's your best memory of you and your mom?
Oh, God. When I was little, I have a couple, but when I was little, I used to put my head on her chest and fall asleep, and I used to call her chest pillows.
I remember when I was really little, we went to Savannah with my Girl Scout troop, and it was just kind of a mother-daughter trip, and I remember that was really fun and enjoyable.
I do remember this one time we were in the car and I was on my way to school. I said, you're my best friend, and I just remember she started crying and she got really happy about that. If you were to use an adjective to describe the entire endeavor, what would it be?
Confusing.
Stressful and confusing.
It was really fast and confusing.
Everything is going to be okay. She's going to win. You are going to figure out that life is okay and to love life every day.
Just keep my calm, because I remember my grades started dropping and I was just always really worried, and I would stay up late and it was really scary the whole time.
I know it's confusing, but everything's gonna be okay.